So now we're going to look at the cell cycle. The cell cycle is broken up into, come on, load. All right, the cell cycle is broken up into two different parts. We have interphase and cell division. So cell division is made up of these parts. We'll talk about all of them individually: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. But during this prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, all this stuff that we just talked about is going on. Okay, this lining up of the chromosomes in the middle, this pulling apart to different sides into different, cells. That's all happening during the cellular division. But the cell cycle in general, the cell cycle is basically the cell life cycle, has two parts. Interphase, where it spends most of its time just being a cell, just doing what it does. So if it's a muscle cell, it's contracting. If it's an epithelial cell in the lungs, then maybe it's some of that PCCE, and it's just using its cilia to swipe away the pollen and stuff. So it's just living, okay? Eventually, we'll get to a phase called S phase, where we replicate the DNA. So we replicate the DNA, and once we've replicated the DNA, then you have two copies, and then this is G2 is just basically the prime state, like the setting stage, just waiting for the signal. It's basically like, okay, I'm ready to divide, but I just need the signal, because remember, nothing in the body happens without a signal, and then you'll go into the cell division. Let me clean this up a bit. Cool. So interphase is made up of three parts: G1, S, G2. As I said before, G1, cells just growing, making proteins, making energy, doing whatever the heck it does. S phase, DNA replication. S stands for synthesis of DNA. G2 is preparing for division, just waiting for the signal. Cellular division, we have two different parts. He's breaking it up into nuclear division, which is that PMAT stuff, and then cytokinesis. So sometimes you'll see in books telophase and cytokinesis as one thing. It says prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. But he's putting it as a separate thing. So this is an event. Cyto meaning cell, kinesis meaning movement. So this is when the cell actually divides, splits up. We've already separated all genetic material. We're putting our organelles over in different parts, and now we are actually dividing. That's this event of cytokinesis.